think it's very moving, and I think that it explores themes that are I find very interesting to think about, and that I think are things that we're experiencing in the world now. I think one theme that's explored in the book and in the movie is judgment and the ways in which we often get each other wrong. I think many of the characters are guilty of seeing each other in very black and white terms and jumping to conclusions about one another based on very superficial criteria. So that's something that I found very interesting in the film.
I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dream.
I think that this movie really affected me more just on I definitely am moved by some of the themes in the film, but for me just the experience of making it was really sort of eye-opening in terms of I got to push myself as an actor and grow and learn, so I felt like I had learned something new at the end of it.
I don't have like a goal for the film or for the audience to feel one way or another. I think it's a beautiful story. It's a story about family. It's a bigger story about America and about American history. It'll touch us in all different ways. It touches me as a father and a father of daughters, and but I think also there's some beautiful work between the husband and his wife, and I think as parents we'll see things that we recognize, and but it's also a film about how we see people in the world, and that we often get people wrong. We try and pigeonhole. When we meet someone, we try and make up an idea of who they are, and we're often mistaken. We don't know people like those links particularly. I set out to make a film that based on Philip Roth's novel, where he was writing very determinedly about the 1960s, about America from the late 40s. The film goes right through to the 90s, but mainly the main story is through the 60s and the sort of collision of the post-war generation and their children's generation. And there was a great deal of uncertainty, and there was many things going on in the 60s, and there are many things going on today. There are some similarities in the film. We see riots in the street, we see race riots in the streets of Newark in '67 that look very similar to some of the riots we see today. We see political extremism, terrorism, and we all know that we're facing that today. But I'm loath to sort of make the connection. It was never my motivation to make American Pastoral now because I felt like it was current for today's society. I made it because it's a great story based on a wonderful book, and I hope I made a very good film.